There's no reprieve for fire-ravaged Europe, with fresh outbreaks across the continent, and it's being worsened by a drought which experts say could be the worst in 500 years.
This is now officially a mega fire. An area of western France that was torched just weeks ago is ablaze again. More than 10,000 people have been evacuated this time, turning some villages into ghost towns, amidst the country's fourth heatwave of the year. Portugal has also seen wildfires return with a vengeance. Spain too, after its hottest month on record. Much of the European continent dealing with an unrelenting enemy, drought. Across Western, Central and Southern Europe, there's been no significant rainfall for almost 2 months. Rivers such as this one in Burgundy filled with dead fish, starved of oxygen. It's France's worst drought on record, and it's forecast to last at least 2 more months.
Yes, it is dramatic because what can we do? Nothing. Nothing. We wait. We hope there will be storms with rains, but storms are quite localised.
Even in the mountains of Switzerland, helicopters are ferrying emergency water, not to firefighters, but to farms, where only 1 day's supply of water was left for thirsty livestock. Here in England, another extreme weather warning has been issued, and parts of the country are now officially being declared in drought. Satellite imagery showing the lowest rainfall since 1935 has turned England's green fields into a parched landscape. This grass fire near Birmingham, a taste of things to come in the days ahead. Britain's Weather Service saying the risk of wildfires over the weekend is exceptional.
After the country's driest July in 87 years, London's lush green parks have vanished.
I've never seen the field this brown.
But you can see the ground is cracking, you know, it's like canyons.
Around 60% of Europe and the UK is under drought warnings, driven by a combination of heat waves and lack of rain. Germany's Rhine River is running dangerously low. By the end of the week, it'll be impassable to barges carrying coal and oil, compounding the continent's energy crisis. France declaring the drought its worst on record, with drinking water now being trucked in to more than 100 towns as fires rage again in the country's southwest.
This particularly dry year confirms what climate change scenarios have been making evident for a long time.
The extreme conditions threatening food production in Italy and Spain, especially the production of olive oil. The UK is also facing alerts with another heat wave this week, but it's the longer-term forecast causing concern, with the dry conditions expected to continue well into autumn here and across large parts of Europe. The British government being urged to declare a drought emergency.
I think it's just a sign of the times changing, which is a little bit scary.
The Ark of the Covenant was kept in the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem until it disappeared in 587 BC. But where did it go? Adventurers, relic hunters, and even the Nazis have hunted for it, but it's never been found. Ethiopian Christians claim that it was brought to their country by Menelik, the son of the Queen of Sheba, who stole it from King Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. So what exactly was it? According to the Bible, the Ark could be a powerful weapon. When it was carried into the River Jordan, it said that the waters parted. And when the Ark was paraded around the walls of the city of Jericho, they were shaken to the ground.
If we follow the history of the Ark into battle situations or an inadvertent touching of it when it was being carried across the river by a man who meant no harm but was struck dead, I think that some of the descriptions might lead us to believe that there were plates of metal rather like a very high-powered battery. So perhaps if the Ark was technology rather than magic, but technology from the Lord alone knows where, then it might have been able to give out electric shocks.
I could imagine if you were carrying an Ark out in the sunlight, bright sunlight, in the Middle East, you're going to get a high charge on that Ark. And if someone comes out who's earthed and touches it, he's going to get one hell of an electric shock, which could kill him, could possibly stop his heart. So there could be some truth in that story.